Hello and welcome to In the Chute. I'm Lisa. Oh, this is the Hashknife Ranch. This is Brandon. The other one is my lovely oldest son, Calen. And I guess he's going to ask questions of us. I don't do this normally. Can you tell? Is that
Okay.
what you wanted me to do?
Yeah, that was quite the pitch. All right. The real question's been preparations recently. We just talked about earlier this week, calving prep for some shorts. The question is for a longer episode and wanting to get mom's perspective because it's always good to know when you're talking about the babies. What comes into calving preparations in Montana during the springtime?
I always worry about the babies getting cold and wet and needing to be in the barn to get warm.
Do you do anything to help with that, or do you just tell dad to go take care of it?
I am the one who goes and gets um like it used to be wood chips. I remember the conversation. Brandon, he was up here and I was down at Shepherd. Brandon, there's a storm coming in because I always watch the weather. It's going to be wet and it's going to be cold. We need to get some bedding or something, straw, something for those cows and those calves. Oh, they're going to be fine. It's not going to be, they're used to this.
Not
And
extreme cold.
he's just going on and on. It's like, wah, 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 wah,
If a
wah,
cloud
wah.
comes over, she thinks they need to be babied.
I'm like, no, 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 no. We need to get something.
Warm milk,
So
a gentle rub, and she thinks that that's all it takes.
I was coming up to give him something that he
Food,
needed,
probably.
probably food. And I stopped at a local store that has these big plastic containers of wood chips for bedding. And I bought a half dozen of them or so and showed up on the doorstep with them. And dad comes out to the car to help me unload. And he looks in the back and he goes, "What the hell is this?"
I thought she was going to start a freaking gerbil farm or something with all that.
I mean,
Would
she
have been
did
a
have a gerbil
mess.
for a while for her
I
class, so
did.
it wouldn't
That's
Yeah,
surprise
true.
me.
Sheldon. And so anyway, he said, "Well, we'll put them in the barn and maybe we'll use them sometime." So then a cold snap came along and he was glad that he had the wood chips because he didn't have anything for the babies to bed in. And so now we make sure we've got something for bedding. This summer, Dad and I went and picked up, was it 2020
Yeah, 24, 25 bales of straw.
bales of straw out of a field here nearby. So we've got some bedding ready it's manageable to handle.
But that's out for in the corrals.
And it's
for
in the
heifers.
corral, but we can always use it inside the barn if we had to.
But I like
But
those
the
wood
chips are really nice in the barn.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
want to use straw in there. I'll use wood chips. They're way
And
better.
so I always make sure we got at least a half a dozen of those around, and I think we got about that. Make sure we got the calf warmer down and electrical cords and everything, and that we can open and close the doors to the barn to let them in and out.
Put a pen up.
Put the pens up so that we can get at least 2, maybe 3 cow-calf pairs if we had to.
And then to get them sorted in there.
Yeah.
And hold a cow.
And then we make sure we've got milk replacer available and that RX calf, right? For the electrolytes.
Yep.
So I'm the buyer. And
then
I'm usually the one
The
that's
purse
like,
strings.
we got to make sure babies have stuff. So is everything up to date? And
well, and then
dad hesitantly looks and, oh yeah, we got this. Yeah, we'll be okay.
well,
And if I don't believe him, then I'll go buy an extra one.
that's true. I could tell her no, and she'll just buy it anyway. So, like this pickup that we recently looked at. I said no, but okay, here we go. No, we got
You
space
want to
heaters.
stick with that one?
Sure, why not? You know, we got space heaters, propane run.
Yeah,
plenty of extra
make sure we
heat.
got propane bottles.
You know, because sometimes these, a calf warmer isn't just enough. You take them out of there, now you're still in an ambient temperature inside of a barn that's not
steel
heated.
barn that's
So
cold.
we were able to throw some heat at them in those jugs inside the barn where we pull calves or bring them in just to be able to get them up on their feet, get some milk in their bellies, and get them pretty well adapted to that cow. And you'd be surprised how much a calf can take of cold temperature once they're dried off and got milk in their bellies. But we,
I'm still
the storm's not long and you don't have a lot of calves during that.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm
do the
still
best you can.
working on shed building just for things like this. That would be able to house a few calf pairs and put it on the west side where the predominant winds are coming from.
Then
and
she
Are
would
you gonna-
be making nameplates to put over the top of each little jug for.
we could do
Well,
that.
I think you're also forgetting the
Petunia
fact
pen.
that she might actually make sure that there's like she'll take the old oven and put it in the barn so that she can make them cookies while they warm up.
Just about that bad.
Maybe have a little bit of hot cocoa.
Yeah, I wonder if they'd like oatmeal cookies. I bet they would. So
See, this is my point right here.
Like Cobb, right?
Yeah.
Steamed oats, steamed rolled
Gotta
oats.
take care of the babies.
Now
Yeah.
there's a lot to it. I mean, there's much more than you think. I mean, everything down into to make sure you have ear tags, can
Yeah.
write on the ear tags. Bands.
I just asked last time we were at the store. I asked you how we were on ear
Yeah.
tags. Do you really know that you have enough ear tags?
Got plenty. And if we don't, you'll run to town and get some
I
more.
know. That's
And what
okay.
colors do we
Buy
get,
them
Mom?
anyway. I just know this.
What colors do we get?
Pink and blue, boys and girls.
Okay. Yeah, boys and
It's
girls.
actually pretty handy for sorting. It's
I
great.
remember-
I'm not gonna lie, it really is.
It is.
I remember when we were buying tags one year, and Dad said, "Well, what color should we get?" And I'm looking at all
Because I'm
these
thinking
colors
different calves from different
from
years.
different
Yeah.
years.
Which we normally
And
we used to have. It was like
white
white or yellow,
and
I
yellow,
think, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's this whole aisle of tags, different sizes and colors. And he said, "Okay, what color do you want to get?" "I want pink and blue." And he looked at me and he's like, "Are you serious?" "Yeah, boys and girls." Well, then he used them and he's like, "I don't even want to admit it, but that really is a good
It
idea."
really is, because when even when you're horseback, blues go this way, pinks go that
Yep.
way.
And going in an alley,
Yep.
you're not having the guy that's sitting something up the alley looking and trying to find out if it's a heifer or a steer and
Yeah.
then pointing
Yeah.
which direction they go. No, it's a really good system.
So see, I have some good ideas.
But it's just the whole baby blue and pink.
That's it right there. The fact that mom's a mom, no matter whether it's a human or
True.
it's a four-legged critter of some sort, she's gonna baby it. And
We haven't had to
Make
bring
it
a
cookies
calf
with
in the
hot
house
cocoa.
in a long
No,
time.
we've never done it. Your folks
Yes.
did a few
Yeah.
times.
Oh, I've done it, but not with. Yeah, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
We've been a little bit better equipped, I think. Actually,
And I think that calf warmer's been a big help.
that calf
way.
warmer has
Mhm.
made all the difference because there's a number of calves that we would have definitely brought in the house and put them in the bathtub, got them warmed up. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
That calf warmer was a very, very good buy, and has made a lot. And we've even had two in there at once, a set of twins.
I was gonna say, I remember
Right.
the twins in
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
So it's good. But yeah, there's much more involved into prepping for this than you would think. Do we need to have some iron shot, or which is rare, which everybody used to get an iron shot, and we found that there's not that much value to it. Fact is, it can actually not help the immunity that much later on. There's some controversy. Some people say yes, some say no, but I remember when I was a kid, everybody got an iron shot, along with we'd castrate them a lot of times as a new
Newborn.
calf instead of banding them, and get an
And the
iron
banding
shot
is
and
nice.
tag them. Yeah.
I like that. That's a lot less stress at branding time.
Well, on them.
And on them.
Yeah.
They don't.
But I don't want to, as soon as they hit the ground, and I've pushed it a little bit where a calf's still kind of wet, but he's been up and sucked, and she's still,
Cleaning
cleaning him up, and I have banded them then, but I kind of like to give them a little bit of time where they've nursed a couple of times. Then there's that fine line that
You can't catch
you can't catch them.
them.
Yeah. Your mother's
And-
not as fast as she used to be.
And as a local radio personality often says, I've heard it twice in the last week, our calves are not like those you see on the Yellowstone. They're not 300 pounds and
No,
running
no.
as soon as they're born.
Yeah.
it's accurate.
They're a little slower the first day or so.
Well, that's calving preparations in Montana with Mom's take.